you're gonna run until that thing pops, and unfortunately it popped right at the worst time for Ben Rhodes.
One to go, signal has been double up for a restart. We'll go green with 16 laps to go at the start-finish line.
What? I said one more wreck, maybe as soon as they finish, I'm gonna go get something to eat if I can get something. If I can find it, you know. Anything particular? I know what you're about to eat. I saw people getting like whole pizzas. I'll go see like Papa John's. Yeah, I'll get like it was like a medium, I think. A big one? Yeah, it was a big one, yeah. I'll go see. They got a big one, I'll get it. Hey, if not, just get like chicken tenders or something. Or a cheeseburger or something. Whatever you can get. I don't care.
16 laps remain in the fresh from Florida 250 as the field works their way out of turn number 4. That Toyota Tundra pace truck about to hit pit road. On the front row, a pair of Chevrolet Silverados in the form of Nick Sanchez and
begins to creep away just a bit. Nick Sanchez by a car length, by 2, by 3. Outside lane dropping back again. Corey LaJoy just can't muster his feet on the restart.
4-truck breakaway down low, side by side from 5th on back. To be catching Matt Mills shortly, who just exited the pit lane while everyone is trying to catch Nick Sanchez as the race leader.
Here comes this back half of this lead pack. They close back in on the top 3 by the time they get into the banking. Side by side battle for 4th.
Brett Holmes went for a spin earlier into the
Majeski so strong in the early going, he spent the bulk of the night trying to battle his way back. He's on the cusp of the top 3, but he gets shuffled 3 wide to the outside. He's got nobody with him. Bye-bye, Majeski.
Corey LaJoy is the one that put him into 3 wide territory, while at the same time Brett Holmes jumping up in line in front of LaJoy. They lead the outside line, and they are up to position number 4.
LaJoy shoving Brett Holmes up to the right side of Rajah Caruth, and now they go 3 wide. Holmes has to bail out of that. He really didn't have an option besides getting turned there. He's going backwards. Side by side below. Everybody else misses him behind him.
Jason White comes by. He's able to get through it. But we're back under the caution flag. 10th time here tonight. And again, that could have been bigger, working off turn number 4. They got to beating and banging, and around they went, and that will slow us back down and put us in position for about, give or take, 9-10 lap run to the checkered flag.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what we come to expect here when we race at Daytona in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. You know, when you think about that, the amount of times this series has gone to overtime here at Daytona, it's been staggering. This has been the highest amount of overtime races on the entire schedule. They've gone to overtime here 6 different times. So that is something you got to think about, and you got to have in the back of your mind when it's planning. Now, Steve Post, just for purposes to document it, because we are at lap 86.
Green flag, 36-38. We have had so many caution periods. We're not even hearing anybody talk about saving fuel anymore. At the beginning of this, when we started having those cautions, it was max save me a lap or two. Now we are well beyond that as far as fuel mileage goes. Now, depending on how many overtimes we have, we could get back into that window, but right now everyone's feeling good, at least to the advertised distance.
Always entertaining, always exciting, always thrilling, right down to the checkered flag, talking about the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series tonight under the lights, Daytona. If you're just joining us, Dave Moody, you've been with us for 87 laps so far, and I know you don't have a crystal ball out there, but can you predict what it's going to take for one of these drivers to end up in victory lane?
Boy, it's really hard to tell right now. Ty Majeski's got a very good truck. Made it all the way, fought his way all the way to the front of the pack, then got hung out 3 wide all by himself and plummeted to the back again. So what he's taken the last 20 or 30 laps to do to get back into contention, he's now going to have to do it in 10 or less.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that. Dylan Welch has the corner that everybody wants to be leading at. Well, I guess, Dylan, some don't mind being right there in second or third. Point is, when that white flag goes in the air and they make their way back around to you, coming off of turn number 4 to the tri-oval, it is every man or woman for themselves.
Well, and I'll tell you, as aggressive and as much calamity has happened here in the last few laps, I think you want to be leading off of turn number 4 because you may not get back to the start-finish line. So if you can avoid getting run into or doored or something else and be at the front of the field, there may be a caution before you get back to the start-finish line to officially end this race. So it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be hectic. This race has proved to be entertaining, and we're not even down to really crunch time yet. So with 12 to go here, I can't imagine that we're going to calm things down anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think so. We're going to go under caution at least a couple of more times. Keep in mind the ARCA Menard Series season opener will be run after this race in the Hard Rock Bet 200. Willie Mullins and Tim Richmond on the front row for the ARCA Menard Series opener. Our airtime here on the Motor Racing Network, and that's right, we'll cover that race live flag to flag here on the Motor Racing Network on the air, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Stay with us all weekend long. And of course, the Daytona 500. We'd like to remind everybody that our airtime is indeed 1:30. Mike Bagley is going to be ready to go. NASCAR Live race day. We'll take you all the way up to the green flag, and then we'll cut them loose for 500 miles around here. And it's always just such an amazing event. You know, there are times when you think this driver is going to go to victory lane. They've led, they've dominated, and all of a sudden they get shuffled on a line, and a new person takes to the point, and driver's going to victory lane, and it just changes lap after lap after lap.
That's the beauty of racing at Daytona. Cole Custer, you've done it here at the World Center of Racing in a lot of different vehicles, including multiple Daytona 500s. To you, how special is this place?
I mean, it's the place every driver wants to win. Every team wants to win. When you roll in through that tunnel, this is a place that has so much history. You have a different feeling when you roll into this racetrack. And I mean, some of it's just the spectacle of it, especially on the day of the 500. There's a concert out front. I mean, I remember my rookie year in Cup when I ran the 500, Donald Trump was here. He drove around the racetrack. It was like, man, this is insane, you know? So it's just how you calm your nerves and get back to racing, really. So it's a long race, and it's how you get there at the end.
Everybody wants to win it. Only one will. We will not go back under the green flag. One more trip around. Nick Sanchez, Steve Post at the front of the field. Talented young race car driver receiving coaching from high atop the suites up here, the spotter stand, from the crew chief. Everybody right now coaching their young driver.
Nick Sanchez doing a great job. Remember that first accident that was back 4 or 5 laps into the race off from the back straightaway, the super stretch over there. He had 3 tires down, and they came in and worked on the car. This is where veteran leadership can really, really help a young racer. And Kevin Bono Mannion, a championship-winning crew chief in the NASCAR Xfinity Series back with Martin Truex Jr. Bono Mannion calling the shots here. So Nick Sanchez is in great hands. Kevin just kept everyone calm, and here they are running at the front of the field. The damage on the truck was never stiffing up the defenders, but they've got that truck in good shape. They got some track position, and they got good leadership here with Bono Mannion calling the shots from.
So under caution for the 10th time here at Daytona, 11 laps to go, and the fresh from Florida 250. Hey NASCAR fans, the official NASCAR Tracks app is the ultimate resource for planning and attending your next event at your favorite racing venues. Discover tickets, event schedules, maps, and facility information to make your experience memorable. Get notified of the latest happenings right on your mobile device. New for 2024 is scanner access right from your phone. You can listen to driver and team communications while selected in the NASCAR Tracks app. Download the NASCAR Tracks app today on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store now. So still under the caution flag. They're going to get the 1 to go signal this time at the start-finish line. It's Nick Sanchez, the current race leader, Taylor Gray, Jack Wood, Rajah Caruth, and Corey LaJoy, the top 5 as they cross the start-finish line. They pick their lanes for the restart. We go racing next final round.
Didn't go last time. The inside didn't go last time. I know, last night they weren't going on the inside, did it? No, the last restart. But you know, last night it was like the inside didn't ever go hardly at all until later on.
I was mistaken. I thought I heard your words. Tell me how do I feel? Tell me now how do I feel? How does it feel? How should I feel? Tell me how does it feel? To take things I can't do.
Have no work to do.
Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, at a turn number 4, down for the restart. There will be 9 laps to go in the fresh from Florida 250. Toyota Tundra pace truck hits pit road. There's Shirley.
Stays on that back bumper.
Corey LaJoy shoving for all he's worth. Rajah Caruth just trying to ride the wave. They pulled away by 3 truck lengths midway between 1 and 2. Caruth and LaJoy, then 3 truck lengths back to Nick Sanchez.
The front 2 are broken away, and everybody's stacked up from third on back, but now the pack will catch him, and here's the breaking of the brakes. Nick Sanchez first to the outside, and everybody goes to the outside. Sanchez around Caruth for the lead.
All that momentum that LaJoy and Caruth had broken up by the time they get into turn 3. Now they're just trying to hang on to a top 5 spot. It's Nick Sanchez to the point with Taylor Gray and Jack Wood.
You better have somebody to work with you. Into the tailgate.
Nick Sanchez trying to ride that rocket at the front of the pack. He's got Taylor Gray on his back bumper for drafting help into turn number 1. Front 4 lined up on the bottom. Jack Wood rides in the 3rd spot. Rajah Caruth 4th. Corey LaJoy comeback trail the 5th.
Tyler Anker leads the outside line. They're up to position number 6. They're looking for position number 5 now as Corey LaJoy will dart to the outside. Rajah Caruth will beat him to the punch. Here comes Caruth and coming to the outside.
Those 2 Spire Motorsports Chevrolets so strong here after this restart. Caruth has got help from LaJoy. They're up to the 2nd spot outside Taylor Gray. Sanchez goes up to the top.
That's a bold block by Nick Sanchez as he drifts to the outside.
They're about 10 rows deep of double wide racing. Taylor Gray to the bottom. Nick Sanchez. Jimmy Hill is around. Chase Purdy, Tyler Anker, Christian Eckes. Ford truck spinning and sliding out of control on the back straightaway.
Caution flag is out. Lap 93, soon to be 94. Chase Purdy with some fire out from underneath the right front of the
to appear to be extinguished. Safety crews immediately on the scene. Everybody else is pulled away from the accident scene, and right now the focus for the safety crews as they arrive to Chase Purdy's truck, tending to from that truck at the bottom of turn 3.
Caution on the speedway for the 11th time in the Fresh from Florida 250 after another crash over on the Daytona Super Stretch. Mike, it's the straightest, most flat Daytona, but it seems to cause more problems.
It does, and we see it not only in truck racing, we see it in the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. It seems like that once they clear the corners, that's when they turn up the wick. We've seen it turned up all night long, the bump drafting just pounding away at those tailgates, and right there we saw some bump drafting go astray and askew. Only 4 trucks. It could have been a whole lot worse than what it was.
Time to go. Nick Sanchez, Rajah Caruth, Taylor Gray, Jack Wood, Corey LaJoy. Top 5 under caution. The rest of the top 10. Nate Crafton, Corey Heim, Tanner Gray, Brett Holmes, and Daniel Dye.
Let's take another look at what happens here on NASCAR TV. This is coming down the back straightaway. Watch the 18 truck. 5th in line on the outside, that's Tyler Anker. Gets turned right there by Chase Purdy. Timmy Hill goes through the grass, and then Christian Eckes comes in at the last moment and also goes through the infield grass on the back straightaway. A 3-truck accident to put us under the caution flag for the 11th time tonight. Here it is at full speed. Tyler Anker gets turned right there, down into Chase Purdy. And then Christian Eckes with nowhere to go goes sliding through the grass. Chase Purdy's truck momentarily caught on fire and was quickly extinguished. Fortunately for Purdy, Anker, and possibly Christian Eckes, their nights could be over. The onboard view from Daniel Dye looking back at the crash. As now Chase Purdy's truck is going to be hooked up to the tow truck and taken back to the garage. Chase Purdy with his new team at Spire Motorsports in that 77 truck this year after driving for Kyle Busch Motorsports last year. So there are 5 laps to go. Let's reset the running order for you as they run on the racetrack right now. It is Nick Sanchez, your race leader. In 2nd place right now, Rajah Caruth. Both Caruth and Sanchez have looked very strong over the last several laps. 3rd right now is Taylor Gray. 4th is Corey LaJoy. And running in 5th is Jack Wood. As you take another look at what happened just a moment ago, the 11th yellow flag of the evening in the Fresh from Florida 250. Christian Eckes, left rear damage, and then also goes through the grass. Timmy Hill also may have gotten more damage than I originally thought. Looks like the front splitter got ripped off of that Toyota as he went bouncing through the grass. So unofficially, 4 trucks involved in this latest crash. Tyler Anker is back on pit road. There is the fire that erupts, as I mentioned a moment ago, with Chase Purdy's truck. However, as I said, it also was extinguished very quickly. When they get back around to the start-finish line, there will be 4 laps to go here in Daytona.
He lit a cigarette and stuck his hand out. For you.
Let's go make it to 10:30.
She said, come baby, but her options for love. And if it's targets, pray help from above. Because in the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. In the midnight hour,
Under caution here at Daytona, we are headed to overtime here in the Fresh from Florida 250. And just as a refresher, let's go over the overtime format in NASCAR. It's a 2-lap shootout. They'll get the green flag, the white flag, and then the checkered flag. It's important to note we have unlimited attempts at overtime. Here's the key thing to keep in mind. When the leader takes the white flag, and by taking the white flag, he or she physically has to cross the start-finish line, the next flag, whether it's the checkered flag or the caution flag, ends the race. If a caution flag comes out prior to the leader taking the white flag, we do it all over again. And as I said a moment ago, there are unlimited attempts at overtime tonight. With that being said, as they come to the tri-oval, they'll get the signal, 1 to go. They will choose their lanes for the restart. It looks like Nick Sanchez, the leader, will pick the bottom. Raja Karim and that C1 truck will go the outside. The rest of the field picks their lanes. 1 lap to go. Overtime attack number 1 is coming up.
They didn't try to block last time either. Hell, they had so much momentum, you know it would have if they would have tried. If both of them blocked both lanes. Still though, it would have wiped somebody out. One of them would have kept the lead. Or split it. Or somebody split it, they would have split them and went opposite. That's probably what would have happened. Now if that happens this time, it might happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, who is going to win the Fresh from Florida 250 tonight? Will be Nick Sanchez, who is to the inside of row 1. What about Raja Karuth in that 71 truck? How about someone from row 2? You've got Taylor Gray in
the Spire teammates, Raja Karuth with a bed full of Corey LaJoy, shoving hard in the outside lane. This time they don't get a huge jump, but it's Karuth by half a truck length.
Here comes Raja Karuth, courtesy of Corey LaJoy's drafting assistance from the high side of turn number 2. Both those drivers will ease down on the low lane. Raja Karuth leads at Daytona.
Corey LaJoy second. They try to defend the outside lane charge. Nick Sanchez and Taylor Gray are there. It's a 4-pack at the front of the field. Jack Wood, fifth in line, joins the outside lane.
Rumbling off turn number 4, white flag goes in. He will make them back to turn number 1 for the final time.
Sanchez in that outside lane.
Sanchez has to do is get back to the line. Freshman born at 250 at the World Celebration. Brings this one to a close. We had one upside down. We had a number of them scattering, some of the inside retaining wall, some of the
straightaway. The one that went up and over is Taylor Gray, and right now the safety crews are tending to him. Dean Thompson's around. Corey LaJoy, driver's side into the safer barrier on the outside. Daniel Dodd took a heck of a shot. The inside safer barrier. Right now, safety crews are tending to Daniel. Got a handful of trucks left. Everybody else has left the accident scene after a very chaotic and hellacious last lap at Daytona.
But the win belongs to Nick Sanchez, to Steve Post.
Kevin Bono Mannion, you're going back to victory lane here at Daytona. How about this?
This is a special place. I still wear 3 for Dale. I thank God for this one. A lot of praying, a lot of fuel mileage. Nick did a great job. A very well prepared fire truck with reps. So all good.
All good, that's for sure. Kevin Bono Mannion, veteran leadership. He and his young driver Nick Sanchez are going to victory lane here at Daytona.
So Nick Sanchez is your winner tonight here at the Daytona International Speedway. A scary crash on the back straightaway. Taylor Gray was upside down for a moment. The truck went up into the air, then came back down on all 4 wheels. A lot of heavy hits, and there is still a massive amount of cleanup. And the safety crew is on the scene attending to the drivers that were involved in this big scary crash on the back straightaway on the last lap. The race is official though. Nick Sanchez has won. There's another look. We see Taylor Gray do a 360 in the air and then come back down on all 4 wheels. Daniel Dye involved in this crash, among others. Nick Sanchez, meanwhile, though, he is celebrating here on the front straightaway. He has parked his truck right in the middle of the infield grass. His first career win comes tonight here at the Daytona International Speedway. The driver from Miami, Florida, climbing out of the truck. Let him hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Sanchez, your winner tonight here at Daytona.
Let's go! You finally got it one.
Nick Sanchez grabs the checkered flag. Nick, you have been so close. So many times in the Truck Series last year, you come to Daytona, you get your first career win. How does it feel?
Pretty surreal, especially with how the race started. I'm covered in dirt from it. But just a big thanks to my team, you know, sticking with me all last year. We were winless, it hurt, we should have won. But we redeemed ourselves in the first race possible. So big thanks to Rev Racing Inspire, Max Siegel, Gainbridge, Dan Powers, everyone that helps us, and definitely gonna be a good year.
Nick Sanchez, your Craftsman Truck Series winner in Daytona.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for young Nick Sanchez, your race winner at the Daytona International Speedway. Nick Sanchez, the 2022 Arco and Arts